The first thing that I want to try is flying to space. I want to fly to space because I think that would be so cool, so amazing to be in zero gravity. How many of you would love to try something like that? My name is Jawad and welcome to my channel. Let's try something new. So what's something that you've already tried? What's something that you're tried and it's an everyday routine? Let's talk about driving. Let's talk about going to work. Let's talk about trying a new restaurant or an existing restaurant or trying something. Let's talk about space. How many of you would love to try to go to space? How many of you would love for it to be just like a normal flight where it costs $100 or $200 to go to space? Able to float in zero gravity, because I know I would love to. I would love to do it in space for zero gravity, not just on Earth where it feels like zero gravity. Because everything that you try yourself is, you get a different feeling than just imagining what it's like. So let's look at video games. When you try to play a virtual golf or virtual tennis, it might feel like it's kind of a sport, but realistically, it's not the 100% same feeling because you're not in control 100%. It's the software that's in control. So let's talk about something that we've tried. Let's talk about something that everyone has tried. Everybody's tried ice cream, food. Everybody's tried driving. Well, I hope everybody's tried driving, because I know some people that don't have their driver's license and they've never wanted to drive because they have always had somebody else drive for them. Let's talk about trying to start a business. How many have you actually tried? How many have you failed? How many have you not been successful? What are the things that you failed at? Have you failed in sports? Have you failed at your job? Have you failed at your business? How have you failed at being a doctor, a nurse? Or what's something that you failed at, but you kept going, you kept trying, you kept failing, but eventually you got it. You got the right move. The reason I'm creating this video is, what would you do if you had the opportunity to help 42 million people? What would you do if you had the opportunity to try to make an influence on 42 million people in this world? What would you do if 42 of those million people were gonna die? The reason I created this video is for this girl. This girl who is trying to develop a new drug, a drug that would actually get rid of chemo, get rid of all the different, like not all the different, but it would take 1/3, which would be close to 42 million people's lives, and save them without having going through chemo, without having to go through hardships or trouble, but creating a drug that would help everyone. Create a drug that she's tried to make. She had the intention to save people's life. She tried to make it a success. She tried and tried and tried. She's failed so many times. She's so close, but yet she could also quit right before she finds the cure. And this message is for her to keep going and finish and find that cure. Because even though you failed and failed and failed and failed, so many different options, and everybody around you is going to be negative. Everybody around you is going to tell you, stop doing this. Why are you doing this? What a waste of time. Like, you've tried everything. No, you haven't tried everything. When you try everything, it's the end of your life. When you tried everything, nothing's worked, and nobody's listening, nobody's paying attention, and you didn't help people. You fail when you're dead. Sometimes people tell you, oh, you need to fail forward. Okay. Do you know how many times, if you fail forward all the time, if you constantly move from job to job to job, or thing to thing to thing, you're never going to finish one thing. You're never going to finish the thing that you originally started. You're never going to finish anything. And what's going to happen with your life? Are you going to continue to be a failure? Are you going to stop? And you have so much talent, so much knowledge, so much possibilities. Even though it might seem dark, grim, and disappointing, but you have that opportunity. You have that chance. You have the possibility of making this great impact on the world. 42 million people. Imagine saving 42 million people. The hardship, the losing of their hair, going through chemo, not tasting food, not tasting anything that you can digest. Imagine saving them from all of that with just one pill. One pill a day, or one pill a week, or one pill. I don't know the frequency, but imagine saving 42 million people's lives just because you kept going. So remember, do what you need to do. And you might have doubts so many times. Believe me, I've had my doubts. I've had so many doubts so many times, but I just keep going. I just keep going one at a time, one at a time, and I keep doing my best. My name is Jawad, and thanks for watching.